right. They can
Yeah,
be recording.
sure.
Uh,
So, first of all, before going to there, like,
right,
I
right.
want to ask, like, should I go in the English or should I go with the Hindi or किसी language में जा सकता हूँ?
I think the audience of here are comfortable in both the languages. Whichever you feel comfortable speaking in, go ahead with that. But I think English would be better one to prefer for this hybrid community, as people are.
Okay, so Kiva say I have to talk in English, so yeah, no problem with that. Hello everyone. Wait just a second.
Just
Let me
give
just
me
change
give me
my.
2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes before I start up this event. I'll have to interact with the audience, and then I'll hand over the mic to you, and then you can start. No issues.
Sure,
Okay. Okay, guys. So finally, we've taken the move to start off this event. Ayush, Samiksha, you can start off your recording as well. Now we are off to start now. All right, folks. So, okay, people are still joining in. No worries. But we'll proceed with the event. So,
yeah,
folks, folks, welcome back again into this Skillship Napco community. We've got another event session on remote jobs. How you gotta find remote jobs by contributing to open source. But let's just like throw you off certain questions here. Before I get into the event, I want few questions to be answered from you guys. Let me know how many of you all are aware of the open source earlier on, or you've had some good amount of contribution to the open source, or you guys like can put your hands down in case if you're not aware of the open source. Quickly, this a quick raise of your hands. As it, how many of you all are aware of the open source? Okay, Siva is there very much. Bhakti, nice. Cool. I see a few hands being raised. All right. Guys, so the thing is, no, like you all have to, be as interactive as possible throughout this event. So you all, gotta smash this chat box. Do push in whatever you feel like. Do type it out, whatever you think about this event. How is it going? Any kind of question you feel like in the middle of the event, just go push it in the chat box. And in case if you can turn your mic on and directly ask to the speaker, you are all allowed to do that, or else just do let me know. I'll address your question to the speaker. Anyways, so thank you very much, everyone, for joining in. Welcome to this session. We've got Mr. Vishal Rajput, uh, who probably I think you all must have been thinking before, unless you've had came to the profile of him on the LinkedIn. He's still an undergrad, by the way, from national from Netaji Subhash University of Technology from Delhi, right? He's a fourth year undergrad at NSIT, which earlier
yeah,
on used to be the NSU2, UTA, right? He's also intern at multiple, companies, multiple startups. I think if I'll go on to talk about his internship journey, so it'll take, near about 15 minutes to, describe all of his achievement or all of his job role so far. So, all right. So before getting, delve into this introduction thing, I'm handing this over to Vishal, and I'll ask him to please introduce himself better, and also tell us about the community he's running on these days. So Vishal, the mic and stage is all yours. You can start off now.
Yeah, thanks, Elish, for inviting me, first of all. So, hello, everyone. I'm Vishal Rajput, and my mistake is that like I recently graduated. I am not a final year student. I have graduated from NSIT, and it was used to be NSIT, Netaji Subhash Institute of Technology, and right now it's known as NSUT. Now it's become a university. So before going with the how to get the remote job and how to do open source contribution, I want to talk about like am I eligible to talk on this topic? Okay, so the very first thing that I want to talk about is during my college time, I have done 6 internships, and all of these 6 internships was remote job. I have worked with the Gulf State Summer of Code. Maybe you are the part of the competition, but I was a member of the core team. And if you see the leaderboard, which right now is automated, back in 2021, it was manually updated. So I write the code for that. And after that, I have worked for several other code startups. Some of them are edtech, some of them are NGOs, some of them are pure SaaS product whose like headquarter are in the USA. And apart from this, I also was a part of many open source programs like Gulf Street Summer of Code, NJ Winter of Code. And in all this open source program, I was the top rank. It's not like I just raised the 5 PR or something like that. In the engagement of code, I was rank 1 among like 1500 participants. And in this Google Gulf Kid Summer of Code, I was my project got 1600 stars. So if your project got the 10 star now, so that's also a very good open source project. But if you got 1600 stars, that means 1600 people are using your repo, and there are like more than thousands of PR, 900 plus issues. So that was very good project at that point of time. And currently also, like, you see on a daily basis 1 or 2 star are also there, even though it is inactive project right now. But yeah, so this is like little bit about me, that I did a few internship and few open source. But now I want to talk about how did I get those internship and how did I get the open source. But before going through that, I would first of all love to know that how many of you know what is remote job. What is remote job? How many of you know? Just raise the hand, or you can just like raise any emojis kind of thing. So I can see that lots of you know the what is remote job. So if anyone of you wants to like unmute yourself and talk about what is remote job, that would be very like great for our audience.
Right. Guys, take the move. Speak up. Turn on your mic, or in case if any like all of you are comfortable turning on your camera or the mic, please
Yeah,
do on, because it will feel like I'm like we're talking to a human, right? Not just a
yeah,
screen.
because I can see that how you are feeling about the meeting. So make sure to
Right.
like open your camera, and yeah, that would be very good for the
Just we
meeting.
can see your spirit through this screen, man. Just turn on your camera. Especially, I'd request. I think team are working on, so they'll not be able to turn on their camera. But anyways, people, go take the move, turn on your camera, the mic, and speak up.
You can just write in the chat box if you are interested. So talk about remote job. Otherwise, I will talk about what is remote job.
Fair enough.
Just write in the comment who is interested.
Right. You guys can
Yeah.
as well like type it down in the chat box as well. Take the move, guys. Or else I'm gonna point someone else to answer the
Hey,
question.
Ravindra. So first come first service. So you can go with like just open your mic if you are able to do.
Hello.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Uh, Sir, my English are not good, so can
You
I
can
speak
talk
in
in
Hindi?
Hindi. You can talk
There's
in Hindi.
there's
There is no
not at all
problem.
the barrier of any language at all, man.
Yeah.
Ravinder, go ahead in Hindi only. हम इंग्लिश है हम हिंदुस्तानी है यार. हिंदी में बात करो बिल्कुल. नो इशू. बताओ
Uh,
हमें रिमोट जॉब्स क्या होते हैं.
हेलो
हाँ
हाँ
बिल्कुल
हाँ.
ऑडिबल हो आप बताओ.
सर, आप कहीं से भी वर्क कर सकते हो, लाइक कंपनी का काम चलता रहेगा, आप वर्क फ्रॉम होम या आप कहीं जाकर घूम के टूर टूर वगैरह कर भी कर सकते हो वर्किंग आवर में टाइम.
Great. And so, Mohan Kumar, could you please just unmute yourself and give a brief introduction? What you understand by the remote job? If some of you don't know the Hindi, no problem. I will translate in the English at the end. But first of all, I want to know your perspective. How much you know about the remote job?
Hello, Vishal. Hello, Shailesh.
Hey
Uh,
Mohan,
Hi.
so,
hi.
Nice to meet you. Actually, I don't know the agenda of the meeting, but it is a remote job. I'm interested. Actually, I'm working as a front-end developer currently.
Hmm.
I'm bit interested in travel also.
Right.
I travel here and there throughout Karnataka and going other places out there. I've seen a lot of people taking remote jobs, especially they stay in like hostels for a 10 days, 20 days, 30 days. The job flexibility, it doesn't matter where the location is. Whenever, wherever we can work, we can provide solutions to our customers. So that is more better way to put it in remote job. Exactly.
Fairly. Yeah. Fairly. You very much well like put out, Mr. Vishal. I think you agree on to this.
Yeah.
So
So basically, what is remote job? Remote job is simply means you can work from anywhere. And why remote job is important, I will talk about it in later phase. But first of all, the remote job is very simple. It's not like you can work from home only. It can be you can work from anywhere. You have somebody or like your employer give you some task and you have to finish it in the given time frame. And yeah, that's what remote job is. You can work from anywhere. So this is a remote job. But before understanding how to take a remote job, I will give you few scenario when will the remote job will be important for you, and when will the remote job is suitable, like when it is not suitable. Because like anything can't be suitable for everyone. Okay, something is good for me, maybe some that is not good for you. Okay, so we are going to think about these scenarios, and then we will think like how to get the remote job. So the very first thing is, let's think of a test case. You are working in, like you are living in a New Delhi. Okay, you are living in a New Delhi. You are living in a Delhi NCR region. Okay, and at that point of time, you are a fresher. You just graduated from a college, and at that point of time, do you need to take a remote job? I personally suggest don't take a remote job, because you already live in a Gurgaon, you already need, like live in a Noida, Bangalore, Hyderabad, or Delhi. So there are lots of companies, there are lots of opportunities there. Okay, so in the initial phase of your career, you should like connect with the more and more people. You should learn more about the company where you are working. You should know how these companies are working, because if you are working in your room and just talks to your like seniors, and through this 2-day screen, you will not able to learn so many things which you learn in person. Okay, and do so in that case, what should you should do, like you should apply and work in a company, definitely for initial at least 2-3 years. After 2-3 years, you will have the experience how to work in a team, how to help the junior, how to take help from senior. Okay, turn on your camera, guys. Okay, good. So you have to work in the office at least for 2 to 3 years. Once you get the experience, now you are very comfortable to work your alone. Like in the initial phase, when you are like just graduate, you don't know how to code. You may be argue that I know how to code. I am coding from 4 years, but the way you code in your college time and the way you code in the company is very different. The production level code you are not able to write even after doing the for like 4 year of coding in the college, because the type of code, the type of like DSA and the basic development we do does not require that much level of code. Okay, that much quality of code, because we are not scaling it, we are not checking the security purpose, accessibility purpose, and so many things. So I would suggest at least go for this. But let's say there can be the scenario, there can be the scenario you are living something like very small cities of Madhya Pradesh. Okay, where there are no lots of companies, there are lots there are no more companies are there. You have to shift to Bangalore, you have to shift to Hyderabad, you have to shift to another city for job. Okay, in that point of time, I would say like you can take a remote job, but again, if possible, just do 1 or 2 years of office experience. And there is one more reason behind that, because like remote jobs are not easy. First thing, remote jobs are not easy. You should be very well development. You should know very like good level of development. It's not like that if you know the basic of development you can get the remote job. You should know the good level of remote job or like good level of development. So you will get those experience while working for working in a company. Okay, now let's say let's say you understand that you must do remote job after having 1 year experience in the office. Now how to get the remote job, we have to talk in that, and because the session is on that topic, so now I hope you understand when to take a remote job and when not to take. So if you have any question, you can raise your hand and you can discuss. Mohan, do you have any question? Mohan, do you have any question?
No, Vishal, it was like previously,
Okay,
but I have
so
one
if
more
you,
doubt, a small doubt.
yeah,
So you mentioned like in order to get a remote job, you need to be like very good at development. But my experience was like, so even after 1.5 years of work as a front-end developer, still I'm having doubts to ask my seniors,
yeah,
doubts to ask my team lead. So like I don't know how long it will like. It's a constant learning, right? So how can I
yeah, of course.
say it's I'm already good developer to take a remote?
Hmm. Um, so what's your question?
I'm saying like it is always that something to there to learn in front end, always
Of
doubts to
course.
ask to seniors. But how can I sure I'm already good developer to take a remote job?
Okay, so basically there are many other factors other than development. I will talk about this while I will like talk the pros and cons of working in a remote job. Okay, so I will talk about that. Like what are the skills that you need? The very first thing that you need is a very well communication skills. So think about that when you're working in a company, there can be something which I can communicate without even talking. Okay, with some expression I can express my views. Okay, but in the like 2D screen when you're talking to like in the 2D plane, so here you can't express everything with your expression. Here you have to communicate very well. So when you're working in a remote companies, either you are working with an Indian company or you are working with some foreign clients, you should have a very well communication skills. And initially when you're in college, your communication again, the way you write is different. The way you communicate in the college, even you have like good English speaking skills, but the way you communicate in the college and the way you communicate in the company is very different. Okay, so in that 1 year of like office experience, you know how to talk to senior, how to talk to junior, and how to communicate your ideas, how to ask help. Okay, but let's say you just graduated from a college and you don't have any experience of working in that. So in that, I feel like I genuinely feel like most of the companies do like they help in the remote work as well, how to communicate. But if you don't have like good communication skill, you are not asking your doubt properly, there can be like lots of delay. There is other like pros and cons of remote work, but these are the two things that you will learn. And like it's totally up to you. It's not necessary that you need only 1 year of experience. Like I got my first remote job and I have done 6 remote job and I haven't done any office job yet. Okay, I have done the 6 job but not a single office job. So you guys do the remote job initially as well. But okay, so let's get started how to find the remote job. But before that, our question is there are lots of ways to find remote job, but open source, why open source? Why should do open source? And before understanding why open source, we have to understand what is open source. So just open your mic and let me know how many of you understand about what is open source.
Vishal, I guess the question asked by Mohan, uh, which you were answering right a while ago. I think let me just simplify it a bit for you. What he meant asking was, he basically there's always this scope of learning out there, right?
Yeah.
So the thing he's trying to ask is that when at which level he'll have this understanding within him that he's a good front end developer. So at which level he should think himself that he's a good developer
Okay.
now,
The very
good
simple
fit for
way
that.
is when you are able to have a confidence that you can complete that task with the help of Google. Okay, there can be thing like you have to
Perfect.
ask from a manager. Let me give you a very basic example. Okay, you know HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React.js, you know like Redux, every single thing. Okay, you know, but you know the context. Knowing the like having the knowledge and having the practical knowledge is very different thing. I ask you to build a Google YouTube clone, just simple homepage clone where there will be the search bar, there will be the video showing and 5, 6 suggestion video. You have to show this. Can you build this kind of project in just 1 hour? If I talk about that, in just 1 hour, you have to build a search bar, one main component, no designing. Just I'm talking about the component design. Okay, can you design the search bar, basic YouTube mainframe, and like suggestion videos, 5, 6 suggestion videos. You have to do this simple thing. It like I'm not saying you have to do every single thing by yourself. You can take the help of Google. Okay, don't copy paste the code. If you find some like error or like if you find some error, then you just search the error, but don't just copy paste how to make YouTube clone and copy the code. I'm asking, can you build this kind of projects in just 1 hour? It's very simple. Just input, calling the API, showing the API. This is like 15 or 20 minutes of task, but I'm giving 1 hour. So if you have comfort, this much level of comfortable that you can call the API, you can fetch the data, okay, you can manage your state of the application, and you can manage the performance. You understand about the higher order component. You understand about the as well, like no, I will not talk about the accessibility and the security because that will be like some that level that is not needed for a fresher. But if you know the accessibility and security of your application, if you are building some projects, so think about that. You want to build a application for entire world. In the entire world there will be blind person who is like is on the screen reader. So for that how you will do, if you do the tab, how it will do. But I do not want to discuss more on this topic, because the very thing is like, if you are comfortable in any language, if you are comfortable in development, comfortable means, if you goes like, if I give you like, this is the GitHub repo, this is the issue that you have to solve, and this is what we are going to learn in open source. Okay, so this much level of comfort, and I will show but why the open source is the best way to get a remote job. There are lots of it, but the way the reason why I don't want to answer that like earlier, because I want to show you how to like when is the right chance to do that. Okay, cool. So any doubt, or should we like continue how to get the job?
Yep, yep. I think people will just enter this. Acha, before I speak something, I think Mohan. I hope like he did answer the question you asked, right?
Yeah, still say it all. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, so guys, in this particular session, you guys are not just supposed to learn about front end as a technology, but he's also gonna take you guys know through that how you gotta map your way to any company or any startup as a employer. He's going to get you help with finding the job as well, by just contributing to the open source. So yeah, you can go ahead, Vishal.
Okay, so first of all I ask like, how many of you know about the open source? Okay, so सबसे पहले तो यार ये समझो, there are lots of companies, there are lots of project which you are using, which are non-profit. Okay, they are non-profit, they are the projects which are run by the few organization who built for you for free of cost. Okay, and those projects are publicly available. Let's say if you want to see the Google code, it's not publicly available. Okay, their like company code will be like, they have the private repos which is accessible to Google employees or company employees only. Okay, but few companies like show their code to publicly, and they ask public to like just contribute if you want to contribute, if you face some issue. Like you see many websites, there are some and at the footer you see something like, if you find a bug, report the bug, something like that link. Okay, so what they do is, if you find any bug you can report that bug, if you find any bugs you can resolve that bug. This is what pretty like much about the open source, where they ask you to do it and you don't do it for money purpose, basically. Because let's say, as a I will talk from the developer point of view. I am working in a company, I am working from Monday to Friday, and on the Saturday Sunday what I can do, I love few technology. Let's say in a company I am working on Java. Okay, I am working on Java, but I love JavaScript. So what I can do, in the company there is certain limits that if my project stacks with Java, then I can work in Java only. But in the open source, it's in our hand which project you want to work on. Okay, you can work on any project. So you start contributing to some JavaScript project and start learning JavaScript in detail. So our target is not to talk about the open source. If you want to know about the open source, you can check out my channel. In this video we have discussed about the how to take a remote job. So उसमें discuss करते हैं, ठीक है? Let me share my entire screen. Just let me know if my screen is
Yep,
visible
yep.
to you.
Sure.
ठीक है, बताओ visible है?
Yep. Yeah. Your screen is more up.
हाँ, so देखो यार, first of all, how many of you have a GitHub profile? How many of you have a GitHub profile? We see, okay, lots of students have a GitHub profile. Okay, cool. So this is a GitHub profile where we can find lots of projects, and companies project as well. Okay, so this is a GitHub profile where I do open source contribution. This is the repository. This is my project. Okay, this may be the my project or the projects where I am working on, and the project I was talking about is this. So here, if you can notice that currently it's have like almost 1700 star and 707 folks. Okay, so this is the kind of project that I have created a while back, or like in 2021. So now we will talk about how to get into a remote job. Okay, so I say there are lots of things. There are lots of companies whose code are publicly available. So if you goes to Y Combinator, so this is the website Y Combinator. So I can just post it on the chat as well.
Guys, make sure his screen is visible to you and you can see what he's trying to present, I guess.
हाँ. So
Is it
देखो,
visible to you guys?
okay.
His
So
screen is
see,
visible to you or not? Let me just
Yeah,
get
it's
confirmed.
visible.
Okay, fair enough.
visible
Thank
है
you.
ना?
Right,
ठीक है.
right.
So
Yeah,
देखो,
it's visible.
okay, cool. So what is this Y Combinator? Y Combinator is a platform which is a like investor platform. So यहाँ पे क्या होता है? There are lots of startups who wants to get mentorship because there are the founder who are the first founder. They haven't created any product yet. They are first time creating some product. Okay, they are first time creating a company. So they need a lots of mentorship. How to create a market fit product, how to market the product, and what are the features that is MVP. Okay, most valuable product. So generally, what companies do, they first of all create the MVP, test on the market, and if the market like those MVP, then they like do the beta and alpha launch, and otherwise they will change on even feedback they change on it. So what this Y Combinator do? It is a like it help like this startup like Airbnb is a very big startup if you know. Okay, Instacart, and there are Coinbase. Coinbase is one of the best startups. Dropbox, you heard of this? Okay, Grow, Zepto. So there are GitLab. So these Razorpay. So these are the like top YC companies which are mentored by YC Combinator, and they mentor the founders. They also give the fundings too. Okay, so now you can say why this website is useful for you. So here the first thing you can do, you can see the companies funded by YC. So if a company is funded by YC, then they will definitely, let's say there is one bootstrap company who is putting all the founders money, and there is a company which is funded by the investor, so who is using the investor money. So which company will able to pay you more? Investor. Okay, so you can here go to the companies and see where are investor are like investing in which companies. So if investors are investing, that means these companies are potentially good and they will do good in the future. So these are the stable companies where you should apply. Okay, like right now you see in the recession corona time, lots of company layoff. Okay, so to like save from this kind of thing, you should not join any random company. You should join the companies who is like invested by good investors, or who have the basic fundamentals. Basic fundamentals means their founders are um, have done something good in their past too. So what we are gonna do? So here you see there is the Airbnb, do this, Coinbase, and lots of these companies are here. Now, how to apply for a remote job? The very first thing you can do, you can click on this company, and you can see that it is in the 2009, and there are lots of thing here. Okay, now you can go and ask this CEO because this company is very much big. So you should not reach out to direct CTO or founders. You can just go to LinkedIn and go to LinkedIn, write Airbnb, and here you can write the people. Okay, so you can find the lots of people who are working in the Airbnb and who are hiring too. So these are the people who are working in the Airbnb. So you can reach out to them and ask like, are you hiring for a front-end developer or software developer? This is the first way. There may be some job. Okay, if there is some job, they can refer you and you get into the company. This is the very first way as one of the boring way, and the response ratio will be 1%. If you message to hundreds of people, only 10-20 people will reply, and after this 10-20 people, only 1 or 2 people will be give you the referral. Okay, and after that you have to clear the interviews and you have to do lots of stuff to clear the interviews. So here you are wasting your lots of time. Okay, so what is the best way to do that? The best way is to do an open source contribution. So write the company name Airbnb. The like most of these companies, YC Combinator backed companies, have their product publicly. Okay, so you can see their code. So if I write Airbnb, and if I write the GitHub, you can see This is the repository. So now you may argue like how to contribute to their project, and will they show any like will they benefit me to get a job here? Yes, definitely. So here you can see they have lots of projects. There I have lots of projects. If I go to the repository, uh, there are, if you are interested in JavaScript, contributes to JavaScript, okay, project. If you are interested in Kotlin, Swift, Java, doesn't matter which language you know, you can contribute to their project. Okay, so how to contribute? It's very simple, man. Let's say you read about this project, you read about this iOS, you are interested in iOS, you go and you read ESP suitable declarative UI API. तो ये कोई API का kit है, तो ये क्या काम करती है? ये iOS में तुम्हारा काम करती है. You read about this, and you like it. Okay, you say like I'm right now learning iOS development, and this project is good for have a practical knowledge of how iOS development works. So you can see their issues, and you can try to solve these issues. But right now they have only two issues. So what you can do, you can go, and I think this is there will be some link. If there is no link, there will be some link. Okay, you can use that link and start contributing to that project. So yeah, this is what you can do. Um, Let me show you some projects which have the good number of issues. Okay, so here you can see there are 93 issues. Okay, this is the project and there are the 93 issues. So here you can come here and see there are the lots of error, pull request wanted, something like that. So you can work on that kind of code, and you can create the impact. Okay, so now what will happen? What will happen? So in the remote job, now think about this scenario. If you go for a remote job, what they will do, they will give you a repo. Hello, Mohan, this is the repository, this is our company code, and you have to start solving this kind of stuff. Okay, these are the issues that you have to work on. Now, if you are the someone who have worked on the open source, you already know, because nobody here has to guide me how to explore the code. Okay, let's say if I come here in the repository, I want to fix something here. So I have to go each and every folder, and I have to see where I have to update. I have to check out the code. So this is the capability. This you should know, like how to go through the code, how to find the mistake, and how to fix that error. Okay, so these are the things that we have to do. Cool. So somebody asking me कि how like कितना comfortable होना चाहिए? You should be comfortable. If you read the issue, you can check out at which folder, in which file, at which line of code, or which function is causing that issue. If you find the issue, you are able to like reciprocate. Like if like say a user say there is some issue in this service, so now as a developer you should first of all reciprocate how this issues is generated. Okay, once you see how this issue is generated, then you can find like the solution of that. So if you are able to do that, then you can you will be very comfortable in remote job. So the thing you have to do, the thing we do in the open source and the thing you do in the remote job are same. The only difference is in open source you can contribute to any issue you want, but when you are working, they are paying you. Then you have to do on the basis of what they need right now. Okay, what they need right now. So yeah, this is what you have to do. You have to go here and start contributing to this project. Now, once you give good amount of contribution, let's say once you give at least 5, 10 good PR. If I'm talking about good PR, that means you have to give valuable contribution. Documentation, this kind of contribution are good, but documentation contribution does not tell your development skills. Okay, so you have to show your development skills, your problem solving skills. So for that, solve those kind of projects. Okay, those kind of issues. But you may again argue that this is like 10,000 line of code. How I will iterate and how I will go through the code base. So for that, I will say you can start applying for like start coding for a basic level of code. So first of all, do like for 1 or 2 months, do basic open source work, contributes to smaller project, and then check out the company's big project and apply there. Now, let's say you are learn the open source, you apply for the like you are working on the company's issues, you are doing it. Now, what can be the test cases? What can be the case is there. If a founder, the maintainer of the repository, found you that you are contributing to their project consistently, then they can just connect with you on the email, LinkedIn, Twitter, and they can ask you like if you are interested to work with them because they know you have all these skills. You don't even have to like showcase your skills. They don't even need to interview you because the reason of interview is that to check are you able to solve their like are you able to work there or not. But you are already working with them indirectly. You are not getting paid, but you are already working with them. Okay, so they don't need to check an interview. They just check what's your requirement, like how much compensation you need, or kind of thing. They will give do a basic interview, and after the basic interview, they will say, okay, you can join now. Okay, so this is the best way of getting a remote job using your open source. Or they may have one or two interview rounds too. It's not necessary that they will not ask any doubt like interview. They can ask, but generally if they have already seen your proof of work, they don't need some interview kind of thing. They can directly offer the job. So this is how to get a job. ओके तो यार दिस इज द वन ऑफ द बेस्ट वे बट अगर तुम्हें और भी चाहिए तो मैं एक और मेथड बताता हूँ उसके बाद तुम्हारे जो क्वेश्चन है वो पूछेंगे ठीक है सो आई एम शेयरिंग माय स्क्रीन अगेन बताना इट्स विजिबल है कि नहीं one thing
Visible.
more I should unpin myself okay is my screen visible
Yep. Screen is visible.
हाँ जी so देखो this is the one more website ठीक है let's say you are interested in the remote job so here you can at the Y Combinator you can find almost more than 200-400 companies who are hiring in India okay there will be and one more thing just check that that company is hiring in India there are lots of companies which are currently not hiring like almost almost most of the companies hiring in India, but again, there are few companies which are not hiring in India. So don't like you can contribute to their projects too. But if you are looking for a job, then you should contribute to those projects or those companies which can hire Indians. Okay, so yeah, this is the one thing. Now this is the Indian Unicorn Startup Leagues. So here you can see 1MG and there are lots of startups list. There are we have 123 startup unicorns and it's have 150. So maybe few more to add on. So now how can you use this? How can you use that? So basically what you have to do, you go to their LinkedIn profile, okay? And in the LinkedIn profile, you can see the job section you can see the job section and here you can create a job alert okay let's say you see that the company hire a good front-end developer okay I'm a front-end developer so I am talking about in the front-end developer but that is applicable for everyone okay you are machine learning AI or back-end full stack whatever you are so it's applicable for all so what you can do you can create a job alert okay if job is right now not there so you can create a job alert here कि you are looking for a front end developer ठीक है फ्रंट एंड डेवलपर एंड वर्क प्लेस कोई सा भी हो कि रिमोट चाहिए हाइब्रिड चाहिए वो चाहिए फ्रंट एंड डेवलपर और जॉब लोकेशन अगर गुड़गांव में अगर कोई भी वो आती है ठीक है गुड़गांव में इफ देयर इज सम पोजीशन ओपन एज ए नेम फ्रंट एंड डेवलपर विद दिस लोकेशन just create an alert so what will happen if this company this unicorn which pay really well where's the company yeah so if this company which pay really well if they are hiring you will get the notification on your email okay from which id you are logging so they will you will get the notification and you will start applying for that but how to apply again not directly apply before applying goes to this people section and here you will find the current employees of these companies they are working in the Tata 1MG so start asking for referral like please refer me for this position okay and they will refer you so now with the help of referrals you can start applying for all these companies so what you have to do out of these 100 or 115 companies choose few companies where you are interested in okay and set your job alert for that okay set your job alert for that now here it's not like that you can create a single job alert you can create a multiple job alert first of all you can create for a front end then you can create another for full stack another for software developer kind of things okay so create this kind of job alert if you are interested in that company There are 115 companies, but maybe you are interested in only 20. So create a job alert, ask for a referral. Okay, ask for a referral. तो यार मेरे ख्याल से इतना बहुत है, और कुछ डाउट है तो बताओ। अभी और है, बहुत सारी चीज बतानी है, बट इतना एक घंटे में नहीं कंप्लीट हो पाएगा, बिकॉज आई यूज लॉट्स ऑफ डिफरेंट वेज टू अप्लाई इन द कंपनी। सो एक वे से नहीं बता पाऊंगा मैं, बट अगर और कुछ डाउट है, जितना भी मैंने 2 वेज बताए, इसके अंदर तुम पहले वेज में 200 कंपनीज को टारगेट कर दोगे, एंड दूसरे वेज में तुम 100 कंपनीज को टारगेट करो। सो ओवरऑल 300-400 कंपनीज को टारगेट करो विच आर पेइंग रियली वेल। ओके, ये जो 200-300 कंपनियां हैं सारी की सारी बहुत अच्छा लेवल का पे करती हैं। तो इस 300 लोगों को अगर आप अप्लाई करते हो, 300 को, तो एक और बता देता हूँ, ठीक है, जहाँ पे मुझे सारी नौकरी मिली है, वो और स्क्रीन शेयर करता हूँ। मेरी स्क्रीन विजिबल है?
हाँ हाँ है visible है।
तो मेरे को इसे अनपिन करना पड़ेगा ना। वेयर इज माय स्क्रीन, इसको पिन करते हैं। कूल। सो हाँ, कहाँ गए, क्या बता रहा था, एक और कंपनी। सो ये इधर जाओ, ठीक है, वेल फाउंड, वेल फाउंड। सो it was earlier known as the angel list. I got a like 4 internship from this, and like 4 internship where I worked on, and I forget to mention that I got a 20 plus job offer. So I have worked for only 6 startups because I have to reject few companies. I can't work more than 2-3 companies at a single time. So I have rejected lots of offers from the US based companies too. Okay, so yeah, what you have can do, you should check there are jobs. Okay, so it's paying in like 8 lakhs, but there are few companies who are paying in like $40, $40K, so $70K. Okay, so $40K, $35K. So you can see $66. So you can start applying for these kind of companies. So if you are interested to applying for this kind of companies, I highly suggest you can just check out. I have also created a few videos on that. Let me show you. um, yeah, I have created the entire playlist here, ki how to get your first job, and I haven't mentioned about that. Currently I am mentoring over 5,000 students, so we have our WhatsApp group where I mentor students regarding to like how to get remote job and how to get a front-end developer job. And in just last 4 months, we got 43 offers, like 43 students who maybe from a medical field, maybe from a non-tech field, have done BSc or haven't done any degree. They just 12th pass out, okay, and from last 3 or 4 years they are looking for job. But after joining the mentorship, which is free of cost, okay, everything is free of cost, they are now available to a multiple job offer. So you can see that, congratulations. So somebody like again get the job and 1+1 offer. So lots of students are getting um 1 or 2 offer, okay, which are not even able to what do you say, they are not even able to get the single interviews because of their medical degree or some kind of thing, with some certain guidance and few matters which I talk about in this series as well. So they are able to get they're able to get lots of good job offer. So I highly suggest, if you are interested more to know about how to get remote job, so do check out my channel or reach out to me on the LinkedIn. You can reach out to me on the LinkedIn or Twitter, and I would love to help you if you are interested in that. And one more thing that I want to talk about is, if you are interested in the open source, so here is the like GitHub education, like this is the GitHub Campus Expert program, which is by the GitHub Education. So here you can become the campus expert. And if you want to know more about this, just make sure to subscribe my channel. And I am going to create a one video like how to apply for GitHub Campus Expert program, and like why do you need, like what's the benefit of applying for that. So yeah, if you have any doubt, so let me know.
One person
Screen
in the
share
chat
one.
box. Yep.
Just wait for a second. Let me just stop share my screen.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
cool. By combinator this I shared. Can you share the Google Sheet? Of course, definitely. So that's why I just download the sheet, no? Share the sheet. Yeah. So what you have to do, you can't use it directly, okay, because it's only the view only. So what you have to do, let me share my screen. अभी तो बताया अंकित, अभी नहीं बताया क्या मैंने? I just tell you how to apply for a company outside the India. Most of these companies on Y Combinator are outside the India. Just told you. So basically what you have to do, I will share the link. You have to go to file and make a copy. Okay, make a copy. After clicking on make a copy, you can edit, because right now it's view only. So yeah, you have to do this. And here's the link. Saksham, I will talk about the how to apply for GitHub Campus program. I'm going to publish the video on that. Full tutorial on contribute on GitHub for beginner. Already created on my YouTube channel. How to contribute on GitHub, an open source program. I have already created that. So you can check out my Git and GitHub playlist where I have explained how to do open source contribution. And lots of students, like I talk about open source programs too. So almost thousands of students joined the Gulf Case Summer of Code by my video. I shared the video how you can join, and I'm going to make a video on GitHub Campus Express too. So make sure to check out my channels too. Okay, so if you are late, no worries. I think Salesh have recorded the video, so you can listen the recording and yeah.
Yep, I'll be sharing the recording link, guys. Don't worry. In case if you miss out on any important note, then you can like track the whole video. The link I'll be sharing. So for that, what you have to do is that like in the end of the session, we are going to share the QR code for our social handle, so you can join in our community and be the part of it. And then we update everything, right from there as well. So you can fetch the link from there and get benefited out of it. Anyways, so guys, do you have any more questions? Vishal, do you have anything more to talk about, or else what
I
is it?
have
Yeah,
lots of
hi
things to
Vishal.
talk about, but पहले doubts पूछ लेते हैं.
Doubts.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, Rajesh is asking something. Yeah,
Yeah,
Rajesh, go
yeah,
ahead.
hi Vishal. I have one more doubt.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, hi. Thank you for the session. Yeah, I'm getting the call for PHP developer. Can I join? I'm currently learning React, HTML, and JavaScript also. Can I join PHP developer? They have scope in future.
You can do. You can do.
Yeah, okay.
See, it's very simple to find. If you are confused, like, is there any job opportunity or not, what you have to do, basically just search it on, goes to LinkedIn and write PHP developer. If you are able to find more than 1,000 job, then continue. If you're not able to find more than 1,000 job or more than 500 job, that maybe that there is no demand, because sometimes usually like what they do is they can ask PHP like write in the JD, but they are not using it. But if they write PHP developer, that means they need a PHP developer. So write on the LinkedIn job section, well found, or any other Naukri.com, Indeed, write PHP developer. You can see what is the demand of PHP developer. If there is demand, then they need a supply. So if there is less supply, because I see that lots of people us doing PHP in back in 2006 to 2016. But after that, JavaScript is booming and lots of developer, like you see there are around lakhs of jobs for React developer, but there are lakhs of React developers too. So if there is demand is more, supply is also more. But in the PHP, you can see demand decrease gradually from 2016 to till 2023, but supply is also decreasing. Right now, very few of you understand the PHP. So yeah. Hello, Vishal. I am working in support role for 2 years. How to switch my roles to developer and how to handle the interview. So, first of all, if you are working in the support role, it's very easy to switch to developer role. It's nothing too much hard. What you have to do for at least 2 to 3 to 4 months, learn development and build good projects. First 2 to 3 months, build good projects. Okay. You can check out my channel to learn front end development, or if you want to learn back end, just go to YouTube. You can find lots of good projects, video, or if you are interested in this structure, so you can go to the Udemy, learn for at least 4 months, and after that start applying. I already tell you how to apply. So yeah. Can you tell us the way? Okay, cons of remote job. There are lots of cons. Very first, in last 4 years, I'm working like recording the videos and doing internship and lots of things from this single room. I haven't interacted with anyone. Okay, the way I have lots of friends. Like you see, I have 1,500, like 15,000 followers on like on the LinkedIn, 6,000 followers on the Twitter. But when it comes to a real connection, what's the meaning of real connection if you're not connected to anyone? Okay, so that's the one of the best like cons of the remote job. But here is the benefit that I am connected with my family. But if you are living in the same country, if you are living in the same city, okay, so you go to like let's say you are in the Gurgaon and you go to the job, you come back and you can spend the time with the family again. So like it's not like that if you are not doing the remote job, then you can't connect with the family. So this is the one cause that after certain kind like in the starting you will feel like yeah I am saving lots of travel time, I'm saving lots of travel time, I'm saving lots of transportation cost. But after certain time you will feel like I'm not like I'm talking to a screen only. Okay, you are talking to a screen only, and you are not very comfortable. So that's why I also say remote job is not for all. So somebody loves to work in a company, somebody loves to work in the remote job. Some of them are the introvert who say like I love to code alone. Some of them say I would love to code in a team. So it depends on like depend on your situation like how you want to do. Level of DSA बताते हैं अभी and
हेलो हेलो
हाँ yeah आशीष
भैया मुझे एक चीज जाननी थी जैसे मैं
बोलो
भी बीसीए कर रहा हूँ थर्ड ईयर में हूँ मैं
हम्म
तो मैं काफ़ी लेट से स्टार्ट किया तो अभी मैं मतलब एचटीएमएल सीखा हूँ जावास्क्रिप्ट सीख रहा हूँ तो क्या अगर मैं 2 साल और गैप ले लूँ बीसीए के बाद तो क्या कुछ इफेक्ट पड़ेगा प्लेसमेंट के उस पर मतलब मुझे एमसीए नहीं करना है मतलब मैं कर नहीं सकता एमसीए तो क्या अगर मैं एक साल लेता हूँ और आगे का तो कोई दिक्कत तो नहीं पड़ेगी मुझको प्लेसमेंट में या फिर जॉब में
नहीं कोई नहीं
थैंक
कोई
यू
दिक्कत नहीं है
थैंक
आराम से यार
थैंक
देखो अभी तुम बीसीए कर रहे हो ठीक है फाइनल ईयर में भी हो
यू
मान लो ठीक है तो कितनी होगी 21
जी
ठीक है 21 तुम अगर एक साल बाद
18
भी
साल
करते हो तो अभी 18 के हो
जी
फाइनल ईयर में थोड़ी हो सकते हो फिर बीसीए के
नहीं भैया 18 कहीं
तो बीसीए के फाइनल में हो फर्स्ट ईयर में हो
फाइनल ईयर में गया
15 साल में कॉलेज कैसे ज्वाइन कर सकते हो भाई मतलब कुछ भी
ना नहीं भैया मेरे आधार कार्ड पे तो ऐसा ही लिखा है
हाँ, चलो कोई नहीं मतलब मेरा कहने का मतलब है कि यार अगर तुम 18 तो तुम भी सोचो यू आर जस्ट 18 ठीक है अगर तुम 23-24 तक में नौकरी नहीं लेते ना तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं होती बट अब तो यार बहुत ज्यादा हुआ बन चुका है कि यार 22 के हो गए 21 के हो गए नौकरी चाहिए बट आराम से करो यार 18 के ही हो यू आर जस्ट 18 सो यू हैव लॉट्स ऑफ टाइम 18 19 20 21 22 तक की नौकरी लगे कोई दिक्कत नहीं है ठीक है अपना आराम से सीखो यू हैव टू एंजॉय लॉट्स ऑफ थिंग वंस यू गो टू द कॉर्पोरेट यू विल योर लाइफ विल बी फॉर ओके सो
नहीं
एंजॉय
मैं काफी दिन से रस में था कि जल्दी जल्दी खत्म करता हूँ बस एक साल बच्चे हैं खत्म होने
अरे
वाला अगर
नहीं
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 करूंगा
नहीं
तो
आराम से खत्म करो भाई एंजॉय एक्सप्लोर ट्रैवल विद योर फैमिली बट नौकरी अगले 40 साल नौकरी करनी है यू हैव टू वर्क फॉर लाइक एंटायर लाइफ तो पैसा कमाने के लिए नौकरी मत करो यार मतलब नौकरी करो पैसा कमाओ सब चीज है बट एंजॉय करो पहले 18 साल के होके क्या करोगे अभी
थैंक यू
ठीक है इतना बर्डन नहीं
ये थोड़ा सरप्राइजिंग था कि 18 साल में थर्ड ईयर में है पहली बात तो का मतलब है एग्जैक्टली वो 15 साल में इंटरमीडिएट उसका खत्म हो गया
हेलो
था एनीवे
विशाल
Mac has raised his hand like I think from
हाँ
a long time I guess he should
yeah you
address
can
the
ask
question.
Yeah, Silas, thanks for noticing. And Vishal, this is a wonderful session.
yeah
This is regarding to the previous question I have asked about from switching from support role to developer. So if someone asks me a question in interview, they are asking like, what is your experience? So if I tell them 2 years, then they are asking, show some
मत
projects or
बोलो
something like that.
मत बोलो बोलो 4 मंथ बोलो आई हैव 4 मंथ ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस बोलेंगे कहाँ एक्सपीरियंस दिखाओ कौन सी कंपनी में काम करा 4
Vishal,
प्रोजेक्ट फेंक के मारो
I
4
can't
प्रोजेक्ट फेंक के
understand
मारो उनके
Hindi.
ठीक है
Can
कहो
you please?
देखो भाई नहीं ऐसे नहीं बोलते यार मैं बताता हूँ मैं
I don't know. One second. I can't
हाँ
understand Hindi. Can you please talk in
okay
English?
okay so what you have to do that's why I say don't let's say you want to apply for a developer job don't directly switch from like from support to developer at least give 4 months learn development build good project now the recruiter asks what is your experience one of the things that I want to convey you see read lots of job applications there are 3 different kinds of job experience okay first is working experience now working experience is different okay and and hands-on experience is different. Cool. So in the few companies in the JD, it's written 2 year of hands-on experience. Okay, that means you are working on a certain HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, or certain kind of thing from 2 year. It doesn't mean you are working in the company. Okay, if they ask working in a company, then they will say professional experience. If they are asking for working experience or they are asking for a hands-on experience, in that time they are asking from how many years, how many months you are coding. Okay, so generally recruiter don't need a like professional working experience. They wants to know like if you comes to our company, can you code. This is what they are asking. So learn 4 months of code, and when they ask what is your working experience, you say I have learning development from 4 months, and I have built these 4 projects with so my skills that I know the development.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
So I have to answer it like I have only 4 months of experience. So it's like I am also like a fresher, na?
हाँ fresher ही हो. Let's say if you are let's say you are a farmer for 10 years. ठीक है. Let's say you are a farmer for 10 years, and then you apply for, you want to say I want to get into tech, and you start applying for tech role. You learn tech for 6 months, and then you switch to the tech role. What you will say to the recruiter? I have 10 years of experience. You will say I
No,
have
that
6 months of.
that farming is totally
No,
different
no.
from IT, na.
Okay,
Already
never come on.
working inside
Supporting
IT.
is supporting is totally different from development.
Okay. So if I say so, nobody. I am 2018 passed out. Okay. Now, if I say
Nobody cares
so,
about that.
yeah, what?
Nobody care about that.
Okay, yeah. I am just saying a scenario. Okay. So if I say so, then they will ask for what you have done for this year. So I will say them 2 months of experience. But if I have a 4 month of experience development, the salary package will be very low previous than my job now. If I
So,
have
And
sorry,
question is,
sorry to interrupt you, Vishal and Sailesh. Bro, I have the same kind of experience before, so that doesn't matter.
boy, if you have the skills, doesn't matter, bhai. It doesn't matter that you have 2 years, like 2 months or 4 months. If you can join the company and work, then they will give you the same pay that they are giving to the fresher or like to the same person.
okay, so in my resume, how can I show them the experience, like a work experience or something
Huh?
in the
So
section of
what
work experience? What I can
projects
show
को
them?
बढ़ाओ ना? Why do you need to show the experience? देखो, let's say if I haven't goes to the college, so then I will ask this question: how I will show my education experience? No, I don't have, then I will not show.
I think he's more worried about as to what is going to answer the question if he's being put on such thing that like let's say he's having the experience of let's say 4 months of development, right? But if interviewer is going to ask a question on the basis of the kind of experience he's going to tell to interviewer that let's say if I have experience of 4 months, right? But is not have developed that level of project. So to reassure the interviewer, like let's say if he is faking his experience that he's having the experience of 4 years, so how he's going to compensate at that moment is what he's
You
interested
don't
in
need
knowing
to
about.
fake experience, because if you are faking the experience, they will find it out. Like when you are going for the interview, for the first interview, or when you go to the CTO round. In the CTO round, they will ask what type of projects you have built. Okay, what types of responsibility, what happened when you are building this project, and there is some uh, constraints or there is some disturbance in the team. Okay, conflicts in the team. How did you resolve? But you haven't worked any project which is like you haven't built any projects in a team, so how you will justify your answer? So if you are faking your experience, at the end you are going to waste your time and the other's time. I simply say it doesn't matter how many experience, how much, like are you fresher or the experienced one, if you have the skills you will get the job. It is as simple as that. Now to add on that, there are lots of people in my community who switch from the support roles to the developer, and I guess Mohan also switched from a support to developer. Am I right, Mohan?
Actually, I changed it to domain. I worked in BPO, then I changed it to development.
Hmm. Hey, you
Yeah,
can switch it, yeah. No problem. And
Yep, yep.
yeah,
let me
thanks.
see. There are few more question. Um, मेरे को देखने दो यार. One of them
मैक
asked.
मैक कुछ कह रहा है, उसका कुछ लाइनअप क्वेश्चन एक बार एड्रेस कर लो आप, फिर बाकी
Mac,
आप और कुछ. Bolo, bolo, Mac. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think this is my question. Yeah, thanks for your answers. I got
Yeah.
some clearance.
Oh, thank you
Thank you.
very much for
Thank you
asking.
so much. Yeah.
Okay, so Yamini asked level of DSA. ठीक है. So देखो, it depends companies to companies. To be very honest, most of the remote job don't ask DSA. ठीक है. That doesn't mean that you don't need to read the DSA. You have to learn the DSA, but how much depth? If you know about the array, if you know about the string, if you know about the object, this is the thing that you have to work on daily basis. Even if you are in the development, you work on array, you work on string, you work on object. Okay. Now you work on recursion, you want to work on like loops. Okay, you work on time complexity, you have to take care of the performance, you have to work on time complexity, you should know the like big notation about that, you should know the basic of searching algorithm, that is you have to use. Okay, searching algorithm, sorting algorithm. So let's say there can be many situations, okay, when you have to sort the array. Okay, now you can't use sort every single time. There will be some kind when you have to save the space. Okay, so at that point of time you have to understand what is quick sort and what is merge sort. Okay, so you have to know the basic knowledge of sorting. Now come, let's say you see how this react dom work. What is this react dom? Okay, it's a tree of nodes, so you should know the basic knowledge of tree. Basic knowledge, एकदम basic. ठीक है, you should know, let's say if I talk about the map, Google map, you should know the basic knowledge of graph. And again saying basic, that means you should know what is graph. It is a collection of node, बस इतना पता होना चाहिए. अब how to traverse the graph, बस इतना पता होना चाहिए BFS क्या है. ऐसा नहीं you have to solve like बाप level of or hard level of question. Okay, you just know the basic, you just need a basic of all this. So how much time you have to devote? Just 25 to 30 hours. Just 25 to 30 hours if you devote to DSA, you will learn DSA. बस उससे ज़्यादा नहीं चाहिए. एंड अब पूछोगे यार कहाँ से चाहिए डीएसए, तो ये भी पूछ सकते हो ना तुम कि डीएसए कहाँ से चाहिए. तो इफ़ यू लव दिस सेशन, अगर तुम्हें सेशन अच्छा लगा तो मैं तुम्हें एक सरप्राइज देता हूँ. ठीक है, इफ यू लव दिस सेशन देन देयर इज वन सरप्राइज कि मैं डीएसए सिखाता हूँ. ठीक है, आई एम टीचिंग डीएसए लाइव. जैसे अभी मैं लाइव पढ़ा रहा हूँ ना, दिस इज द लाइव क्लासेस. इफ यू एक्सप्लोर, this is a live class. I am teaching DSA live, and here there will be 17 or 18 videos, so you can just go watch the video. You see the 1 hour live class, 36-minute live class, 1 hour 6 minutes, and then these are the live class every alternate days. So we have a stream is 22 hours ago, stream 3 days ago. Now you will say, yeah, this is the basic DSA course. Okay, no, it's not like that. Here I am teaching the DSA. Again, you see code pen, something like that, but ignore that thing. What I want to say is, if you go to the description, you will see there is a GitHub repo. You are not into tutorial help, I am assuming. यार मेरे को
Right.
वीडियो नहीं देखनी, मेरे को कुछ अच्छी चीज बता. I want to learn from the blogs, I want to learn from the article. If you are that kind of person, you can go to GitHub repo. You can go to GitHub repo. You see, you start learning loops. You go to the loops. You say, I know the basics of loop. Okay, मुझे वीडियो नहीं देखनी. ठीक है, वीडियो का प्रमोशन मत कर. You are kind of like, मैं कहूँगा मत देखो. You don't need to watch the video. Read how to solve this problem. You have the source code. जितना वीडियो में सिखाऊंगा, the everything I thought on the video, I will write the source code in the notes. So just मत देखो वीडियो, ये क्वेश्चन देखो, सीख गए. वह फालतू में 40 मिनट की वीडियो देखते 20 मिनट की, 5 मिनट में सीख गए. आफ्टर लर्निंग फॉर 5 मिनट, just solve these 2 homework problem, 4 or 5 homework problem. These are the homework problems to understand that you understand this 6 question. Okay, you don't even need to check out the videos. देखो सारे, हर में तुम्हें क्वेश्चन है, और दिस क्वेश्चन आर नॉट अ सिंपल क्वेश्चन. दे आर नॉट मतलब सिंपल ही है, दे आर द इजी मीडियम लेवल क्वेश्चन, बट दिस आर द क्वेश्चन व्हिच आर आस्क्ड बाय लॉट्स ऑफ कंपनीज. ओके, तो ये देखो इतनी सारी चीजें सिखाई है. एंड हाँ है ये, लेट्स से इफ आई गो टू दिस टू सॉ, or let's say this majority element, this question mark after has lots of companies. So if I just click on this company, I have used some extension, so you can see it's asked by the Amazon 35 type, Adobe 19, Google, Apple, Microsoft, lots of company ask this question. So this kind of question I am sharing. So watch the video, read the notes to revise, watch the video, understand everything. यार 40 मिनट की वीडियो, इट्स 40 मिनट लॉन्ग वीडियो. यू फॉरगेट व्हाटएवर यू वॉच इन द वीडियो, नो प्रॉब्लम. Just revise everything in just 5 minutes. Just give a 5 minute and you will revise whatever you have covered in the video. Now, वीडियो देख ली, रिवाइज कर लिया, प्रैक्टिस कि you have understand this. ठीक है, बस हो गया काम यार, DSS से ज़्यादा नहीं चाहिए। इफ यू गिव्स 25 to 30 मिनट बस बहुत है।
Right. Vishal, are you up for taking like few more questions?
हाँ हाँ यार बता दो, सेशन मतलब ले लो। मेरी 7:30 बजे एक मीटिंग है, आई हैव वन मीटिंग एट 7:30, तो
अच्छा।
उससे पहले हम ले सकते हैं, ठीक है।
हाँ, 7:25 के आसपास you can leave, no issue. Okay.
ठीक है।
Ayush is having certain question that he's trying to ask that as Git and GitHub are playing important role in open source. So can you share any resources to learn it and how you learn Git and GitHub? Personal experience.
ठीक है, बताता हूँ।
Right.
Let me read few questions from here also.
Right. Do it.
Which has more demand and less supply? देखो, शिवम कुमार, learn the Google first. Write Node.js developer, write Django developer. Okay, you will see which have more demand. Just write Google कर लो, you will find the Google search कि Google में कितने लोगों ने Node.js developer search करा है. Okay, Node.js developer. Okay, I search. I got the 0 lakh 10 crore 20 lakh result, and let me write Django. Okay,
Few people
Django.
have raised their
Yeah,
hand. You can
that
ask
is
the
3
question.
lakh. So you can see the Node.js developer have almost like more than 3 times supply. Okay, there are almost more than 3 times supply of Node.js developer. अब सप्लाई पता चल गई, मैंने सर्च करा, सप्लाई पता चल गई। अब डिमांड देखते हैं, ठीक है। किसी भी कंपनी पे जाओ, अब कंपनी नहीं, गूगल ही जाओ।
Screen share कर दो, screen share कर दो।
ओके, लेट मी शेयर माय स्क्रीन। यार मतलब कुछ कुछ चीज ना गूगल करना भी सीख जाओ, बहुत अच्छा रहेगा।
Right. Googling is skill in itself, I guess.
अब ये नहीं है कि दिस इज द बेस्ट वे, बट दिस इज द वन ऑफ द वे। आई राइट Django developer, I find here 3 lakh like 3 crore 12 lakh response, 3 crore. If I write the Node.js, I find 11. That is more than 3 times of supply, like lots of developer asking for that, ठीक है। अब मैं जॉब देख लेता हूँ कितनी है, जॉब देख लेता हूँ, आगे जॉब लिख दो, ठीक है। जॉब देख लो, क्या देनी है, 25,000 इधर है इस वेबसाइट पे। इंडीड पे 6761 है, मतलब 6,000, 25,000 उधर, 6,000 उधर, 50 इधर है, ठीक है। कॉमन भी होंगी बट सी कितनी है। अब यही मैं लिख देता हूँ Django, ठीक है। यहाँ देख लो हो जा रहे हैं दिन पे, उसकी 25,000 है, समझ गए, उसकी 25,000 है, तो कहाँ नौकरी ज़्यादा मिल सकती है। इधर 160 है, उधर 67 थी, मतलब समझ गए ना कैसे देखनी है यार, बहुत सिंपल चीज़ है। ओके यार, कुछ क्वेश्चन देखते हैं। Is it compulsory to do DSA in JavaScript? See, if you are into the software developer, so software developer doesn't matter you do DSA in C, C++, Java, whatever. But if you are into front-end developer, if you are a front-end developer, you want to become a specialized developer. So there is known as generalized developer who will work, let's say, 1 year in the front-end team. The next year you will be working in the back-end team. The next year you will be working in the iOS team. Next year you will be working in the like Android app. So if you are that kind of developer, so you will apply for software developer role, not for the front-end developer role. So if you apply for a software developer role, they didn't care about in which language you are doing the DSA. But if you are applying for a front-end developer, specialized role, front-end, React developer, UI developer role, so at that point of time, they assume that you should have a basic knowledge of JavaScript. So they don't want to check your DSA knowledge, they want to check your JavaScript knowledge, language specific. So if you are applying for front-end developer role, you definitely, like, it's must, not should, it's must you should solve the DSA in JavaScript. Okay, and I am teaching DSA in JavaScript. There is one more reason. I have already created more than 80 video of DSA, complete data structure, linked list, stack, views, hash asset, tree, 80 videos on DSA in C++, but there is no content on JavaScript. So I am recreating those videos in JavaScript.
Right. One of the questions says it is coming from Mohan, I guess, that if the people is having 1-2 years of experience, so the DSA playlist which you created on your YouTube channel, would that be enough for them?
For
for the person who is having the experience of 1 or 2 years working in any
See,
company.
1 or 2 year experience, it doesn't matter. What matter is where you are applying. Understand this. If you are applying for a Google, then you have to solve hard level of DSA question. Okay, you have to understand array string, hard level of question. If you are applying for a company like let's say Zomato, you need a basic of DSA plus deep level of those basic. That means if they can ask what is the difference between the merge sort and the quick sort. ठीक है आपको इतना पता होना चाहिए बेसिक चीजें नाउ इफ यू आर अप्लाइंग फॉर अ रिमोट जॉब व्हिच डजंट हैव टू डू डीएसए doesn't matter you are 1 year 2 year 0 year of experience they will not ask the DSA. Okay, so it depends companies to companies, not your year of experience. So if Google asking DSA to 0 year of experience, they will ask the DSA from the 4 or 5 year of experience. But the thing changes, they will ask system designs too, but from the fresher they will not ask the system design, but the level of DSA will be same. It can't be like if you for the fresher they will ask easy question. If the company has hard level question, they will ask hard level questions to everyone. If they ask easy level question, they ask the easy level questions to everyone. Yeah, I think no more question here.
Yep, I think there are no questions people are having anymore now. So, guys, we have like let's say 5 minutes more. In case if you have any kind of question, you can question in chat box. We'll make sure this get addressed.
Yes, yes, yes.
All
I
right.
have, I have, I have. I
Yep,
have
yep.
one
I'll go
question.
ahead.
Hi,
Take the move.
sir.
Hi.
So I have one question as personal, as you are working as in remote jobs. So how's your experience?
By the way, I'm currently not working anywhere. I have worked with a lots of companies, but currently I'm not working. So to answer your remote job, see, I have worked with a very great companies who are like their working culture are super. Okay, I do attend the stand up calls. Okay, they make sure that you are growing. Yeah, my mentors who like I will talk about one thing. I am working like I have worked with the Castle Data. These companies people are like god level. Okay, in 2023 you can't find such people. So what they do, at that point of time when I was working, they I was also in the college. Okay, I will manage my college and companies simultaneously. So they are very comfortable, they are very flexible that Vishal, you have to do your work and you can do it anytime. This is the first thing. Second thing, even after leaving that companies, they used like I finished my internship in April 2022. Till now, all of the founders, co-founders, CTOs, and my manager, all four of them, ask me how am I doing, okay, and what I'm currently watching. They watch my YouTube channel, okay. This kind of support I got from that company, okay. So the like some of the backend developer from that kind of that team who is CTO, they ask me how they can learn the React development or on how they can learn the front end from me, because they see lots of my code and I have do lots of good work in their company, so they support me and they are very supportive. So this is the kind of response I got from almost every company except the last company. I don't want to name it. So I have worked for 6 companies. 5 of them are very positive, not average. They are very positive, and one company was my experience was not good. Except that, like I would say, it depends companies to companies, and then teams to team, and then your manager. Okay. आयुष क्वेश्चन यार क्वेश्चन पूछ लो ना माइक ओपन करके मैं स्क्रॉल कैसे करूंगा कहाँ है क्वेश्चन how to do aptitude
Ayush.
practice. One more
Yep, yep.
question. Wait. Hi, mean how to prepare for aptitude. Just Google it. Aptitude and practice GFG. Okay, you will find 15, 13, 21, 25 kind of problem. That's enough. How much time it will
Right,
take?
right.
Just 1 or 2 days. If you practice for aptitude for 1 or 2 days, you are enough. No more ask.
Right.
Aptitude is, yeah, aptitude can be asked like a warm-up question. Okay, a warm-up question like recruiter can ask on the very first phone screen call. Michelle, let's think of a scenario. It's this kind of एक छोटा सा देगा query and you have to solve it. So this can be asked in the phone screen interview. Okay,
Right,
and
right.
they are not very hard. It's very simple. Just practice for 1 or 2 days and you will be answer almost or kind of this aptitude question.
Guys, hold on. You don't have to leave the meeting now because yeah, we understand this thing that we are on the verge of end of this particular session. So we'll be having short snap so that we can share it on our LinkedIn or social handles. But before that, if anyone have any kind of question they want to ask at the last, so you can go ahead and take the move, ask the questions. I hope like you've answered all of the questions that was there in the chat box, so I don't need to go there and check in again. Anyways,
Okay, there is one question that how to learn Git and GitHub.
I
So
think
yeah, you can check out my channel. I have created a Git and GitHub, I think 1 hour video. So that is enough for you. So this is a 14-minute video where I talk about how to learn Git and GitHub and do your first open source contribution.
right,
Okay,
right,
so
right.
do check out this video. And here I have also in this video there are lots of video will become which is related to open source. So yeah, you can check out this video.
Right, right. Okay, so folks, as we are on the verge of ending this session now, so we're going to wrap this session in 5 minutes. But you gotta wait for this thing. This Skillshare Taco community is something I am currently like leading this chapter. As in, this is here in Nagpur, Maharashtra. So a little bit about this community. Skillship Nagpur is a community, is kind of non-profitable organization, right? So we basically believe in the vision of the person who is holding their belongings to the local era wherein like they don't have the resources to follow, they don't have enough of money to afford the offline institutions to get themselves educated. So we are providing them this e-learning platform and with which like we're helping the students to grow. Anyways, if you wish to like know more about this community, so we are sharing one QR code, wherein scanning that you can like fetch more information about this community. If you wish to like know, then. But before that, let's just have a screen shot like of everyone of you can like turn on the camera so that we can have a good snap, and then we'll share the QR code, and then we'll wrap the session. So thank you very much everyone for joining in. You guys can please turn on your camera for for a shot like in a pic, nothing much. Guys, please start off turning your camera on. Hey Akansha, nice to see you. Good. Guys, go ahead. You can like turn on your camera. Yep, thank you, Ansi. Hey Rishikesh, thank you very much. Ayush, please turn on your camera. Aman, please turn on your camera. Please take the move. We are getting late. Speakers have another meet lined up, so he'll have to leave anyways. Hey Mohan. Oh, nice Mohan. Again to see you, man. You literally kept the meeting charm on another level from the start only. Thank you very much for joining in. Nice to see you. Okay, guys. Who else are gonna like open the camera on? Please turn it on. Fast. Oh, I see some of the beautiful faces and handsome faces out there in the screen. Nice, man. Nice. Cool. Section, take the move to, uh, a good snap. Everyone, please smile. And once you're done, just quickly say yes or not, right? Turn on your camera, everyone who joined late, please turn on your camera. We'll have a good snapshot, and then we can proceed with the
Ready,
further
everyone?
QR code skill. Everyone is ready, please turn on your camera. Go ahead. Yep. Everyone is ready. Take the snap. Smiley face, everyone. इतना सर के नहीं बैठना है थोड़ा स्माइल करो है ना Aksham, एक बार once you're getting done with this thing, then do let me know, okay? Take the good screenshot, यार.
Yeah, one more.
One more, yeah. Take 2-3 more so that. एक बार वो वाला पोस्ट कर दो यार, वो क्या बोलते हैं उसको, विक्ट्री वाला पोस्ट कर दो एक बार, ऐसा लगेगा कि सेशन इज बिन वेरी मच फन. एक बार वो वाला पोस्ट कर दो. विशाल, you do yourself, right? Do this pose.
Which pose?
Hey, this one, this victory pose. The way yeah, exactly, yeah. Man, cool. Go ahead, take the move. Hey, Amni, if you're comfortable turning on your camera, please do. We're having a snapshot.
Cool. I think lots of you have done this. The one thing that I want to discuss, Matt, you asking if you are doing 2 to 3 internship at same time, how to put it on resume. don't do 2 3 internship at the same time. It's like not legal.
We'll
First of
have.
all, it's not legal.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, yeah, that's why I'm asking.
All right, all right. Just brief, guys. Like, section, you can share the QR code in case if anyone is interested, being a part of this community. Hey, Amini, nice to see you.
Okay.
Please share your QR. And we are sharing a screen. Is those who want to be the part of this community, they can scan this QR, take the screenshot of this, and then you can join in later. Let me know once you guys are done with this. Just a quick thumbs up, and we'll wrap this session. We done? Are we done? Just quick thumbs up, everybody. Yep. All right. Yeah. Everyone is appreciating Vishal. Thank you, Vishal. Thank you, Vishal, and all. Yeah, I think he's done a nice job for this event. Anyways, thank you very much, everybody. We can like take this chain down now, and you all can lead the meeting. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining in, and thank you so much, Vishal, for accepting the invitation to come on and speak for this community, man. Thank you very much. At the very first time, I simply just pushed in the message, and you accepted the first place only. So very sweet and great.